What's up, guys? So today is a big day, and for those of you guys that don't know, we just had the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reveal, and the trailer's up right now. I'm gonna have the link to it in the description below, and in this video I'm going to be recapping everything that they mentioned in the reveal. And I watched through the whole entire 45-minute discussion of it. So I've got a lot of stuff to share with you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do, make sure to click that like button and subscribe. So I want to start off the video by saying that I didn't hear them mention anything about the leveling system for this next year's Call of Duty. As of right now, it's still up in the air whether we're going to be getting the prestige system or the officer rank system back from Modern Warfare. I really don't know. We could be getting a completely brand new system for all I know. And another thing that I did see was at the very end of the reveal, they had a little snippet of zombies. And it showed the map Derice from Call of Duty World at War, but updated. And it had the same type of graphics that Cold War does. So I'm thinking that they pretty much just confirmed that they're going to be remastering the zombie map Derice from World at War for this game again. And it was on your perspective from up on the catwalk towards the back of the map. And so there's that. And then one of the first things I noticed about the actual multiplayer trailer was that one of the players was in the water swimming while shooting his gun underwater. So the swimming mechanic from the past Black Ops games is also going to be back, and there are going to be water themed maps as well. Now, other things returning that this game is going to have within it include theater mode, the Black Ops color palette. This game's more bright and colorful rather than Modern Warfare. It's also going to have the original minimap return as well as the compass, and the minimap will show where players are shooting. The game will also have automatic health regen like in Modern Warfare and crossplay. But one of the new things for this game is that it will also be a cross-generational game. So people on the PS5 can play with people on the PS4 and vice versa, as well as across platforms as well. And it will have cross progression that's linked to your Activision account. So if you switch from PS4 to PS5 mid game season, all your progress will convert over. Warzone will also be tied back to Modern Warfare. Things like blueprints, operators, guns, etc. that you bought in this game will also be able to be used in Warzone after the game transitions over to Black Ops Cold War. And Cold War content will also be unlocked by playing both Call of Duty Warzone and Call of Duty Cold War, so they're going to be tied into each other just like this game is right now. Weapons will also be free in the Battle Pass for the following year, and they're going to have the same type of DLC layout where maps and guns and game modes will all be free throughout the year. And they will all come out at the exact same time for every single platform. And one of the big things that has been changed for this year is that Dead Silence is actually returning as a perk rather than a field upgrade this time. And the perk is going to be called Ninja, and it is in the perk 3 category. And it will work exactly the same way that Dead Silence does. It'll make your footsteps pretty much silent, and you can just run around and pick people off. Footsteps will also be a little bit different in this game, and they will correlate to how fast you are running. Because in this game, instead of just the standard sprinting, you will start off at a full sprint, and then you'll kind of slow down over time to make the game more realistic, as if you're getting tired. And another thing that they added is you will be immobile for a small period after falling. So falling will affect you. Now I'm going to go into some of the new game modes. So one of the first ones is a new mode called Fire Team, which includes 40 players that are separated over 10 different teams of 4. The first map we saw for this game mode was called Ural Mountain, which kind of looks like it's like a camp setting out in the middle of the woods. It's a daytime map, very bright, lots of green. And that's pretty much all we have for that right now. It's just going to be a larger team game mode, and we have one map confirmed for it. Another thing is that there's a changed how score streaks are going to work for this game. Score streaks this time, they don't reset on death. So after you die, you will keep gaining progress towards your score streaks. And to compensate for kill streaks, you will have a bonus multiplier for every kill chain you get. So let's say you get 2 kills in a row, you'll get maybe 3 times the amount of score streak as if you just captured something. So it will compensate for kill streaks as well. So it's kind of like a mix between score streaks and kill streaks. There is also a new mode called VIP, and this is the one that you might have seen in some leaks. It has last stand in it, so if you die you'll just go down, and that is because there is only one player that can really like finally die, and if you kill that one player, which is the VIP, you win the game. And the VIP only has a pistol, smokes, a frag, and a UAV, and to win the game the other team has to kill the VIP player, or the player who is the VIP has to get to the dropship safely without dying. If the VIP dies, the game's over, the other team wins. And this is going to be a 6v6 game mode. Now the last game mode that I saw is a large-scale 12v12 domination that's almost like Ground War. There were 2 maps for this one called Crossroads and Armada. And there are going to be 6 maps in total over all the different game modes. We saw the Ural Mountain from Fire Team. And then we've got Crossroads which is a larger 12v12 map, which takes place on a frozen lake in the Soviet Union. And there's also a Soviet headquarters near the lake that you can go to. Since the large map, it's kind of like encompassing all of it. And there's also snowmobiles and tanks that you can have on the map. And it is a snow map. It's going to be snowing on there. And then the other 12v12 map is called Armada. And this one is a large water map that has 3 ships that you can get to and from with zip lines. And you can also just like climb up them. And like I said at the beginning, you can fight underwater. So the actual water portion is a battleground in itself. So there's like the upper layer with the ships, and then the lower layer, which is all the water and like the submarine type rooms and stuff. And you can actually fight down there too. And this is iconic because this is going to be the first Call of Duty map that has a battlefield that's completely underwater. And then the third map that we have, now we're getting into the 6v6 maps, is called Miami. This one's a downtown beachside Miami map with hotels, shops, pools, and it's got a neon light theme. There's lots of neon lights. It's a very, very colorful map, and it's during nighttime. So it's very bright and vibrant to compensate for that. Now another 6v6 map is called Angola. This one's a desert outpost with a crashed satellite in the middle of the map. This is the one that we saw in the original reveal trailer at the very end of it. And it's pretty much self-explanatory. A lot of you guys have already seen this map. It's just kind of got like some caves and stuff. And the last map that we saw is called Moscow. And this one it's not a snow map. It's a small map in downtown Moscow with a subway station. And it really reminded me of a Gridlock from Black Ops 4. It's kind of like that dry yet colorful. There's lots of reds. You can see the cathedral in the back of the map. And it's just a really cool looking map. And now I'm going to be getting into weapons. So for assault rifles, we have confirmed the Commando XM4, which is pretty much the Commando from Black Ops 1. The Krig 6, the AK-47. For SMGs, we have the MP5, the Type 821, and the AK-74U, which I've seen a lot of people using. We've got, for tactical rifles, we've got the M16 and the Type 63. For LMGs, we have the RPD and the Stoner 63. And then for snipers, we have the LW3 Tundra and the Pellington 703. One thing about this game is that shotguns are going to be a secondary, and the shotguns include the Hauer 77, the Gallo SA-12, and then pistols are going to be the 1911 and the Diamati, and then we have one launcher so far called the Sigma 2. We don't have a whole lot of equipment revealed yet. All we have so far is smokes, stun grenades, frags, and C4. For the perks, we have 3 different perk slots. Under the first one, we've got Engineer, which is pretty much the same thing as Spotter. We've got Flak Jacket and Tac Mask, and those two just defend from lethals and then tacticals. In perk 2 category, we've got Scavenger, which lets you refuel ammo over dead bodies. Quartermaster, which lets you recharge equipment faster. And then Tracker, which is the same way where you can see enemy footprints. Under perk 3, we have Cold-Blooded, which makes you immune to like thermals and ground-based score streaks and stuff. We've got Ninja, which is the exact same thing as Dead Silence. And then Ghost, except in this game, Ghost will only work while you're moving to prevent the camping problem that we currently have in Modern Warfare, pretty much. And then we also have a new loadout system where you can choose a primary, secondary, 1 tactical equipment, 1 lethal equipment, 1 field upgrade, 3 perks, and a wild card. Now, there are going to be 4 different wild cards. This includes Danger Close, which lets you spawn with 2 lethals and 2 tacticals rather than just 1. There's going to be another one called Lawbreaker that lets you equip a primary as a secondary weapon and equip your secondary as a primary weapon. So you can go in a war zone with either 2 primaries or 2 secondaries. So that's going to be a change from how Overkill works. It's letting you go both ways. The third one is called Gunfighter. So for this game, Gunsmith is returning, and you're allowed to put 5 attachments on both your primary and your secondary without penalty. With Gunfighter, you're allowed to put 8 attachments on your primary gun rather than 5. And that's the one that a lot of people have been using. But the one that I'm personally probably going to use the most is going to be the last wild card, Perk Greed. And this one lets you take 2 of every single category of perk. So instead of having 1 perk from every category, you get 2 perks from every category. And so far there's only 3 perks in every single category. So that's pretty much like you're getting nearly all of the perks. So I'm thinking I'm going to be running that one. I'm planning on running around with both Ghost and Ninja, make myself silent and off the radar. And that's going to wrap up everything that I know so far for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you guys like the video and want more content, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.